Hi, everybody. I'm such an ass. Let's roll the credits. That's Bob. I'm DJ. Together we form the Wild Voltron. You won't get that joke because we weren't broadcasting the first time we told it, but I don't give a flying fuck.
And he just got off of work.
Yes. You know what? Roll the credits. Okay, now we're back. Hi.
Hi.
All right, so I feel like a complete douche for us having, what, a 15-minute conversation not on the air. All right,
we started the show at the regular time at 8 o'clock, and DJ just realized that he wasn't recording. Well, 7 o'clock your time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock my time. So here we've been on for an hour and a half, and he just realized that we weren't recording. So we went back.
Don't lie to them. Not like that.
Okay, yeah, we just maybe 10 minutes.
So, as Bob and I were discussing just a few moments ago, and before, quote-unquote, the show, he was wondering if I played D20 Modern. I do not. Bob had an idea, and that idea is what? D20 what, Bob?
A D20 Modern Walking Dead style.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody who would watch a show like this is a big fan of The Walking Dead. You guys rock. You guys are what keeps this show going. If you don't like Walking Dead, learn to like it. Just saying.
Or Bob will come to your house and rape you. No, yes. He'll rape all of your stuffed animals.
That's legal, right?
And you know what? Raping stuffed animals is always rape. Because you know why, Bob?
Because they can never say yes?
That's right. Never give consent. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm eating, folks, this is the third time I've told you. I just got off work. I know this is the first time you're seeing or hearing it, but I just got off work.
You did.
Hi, viewer. I was an idiot and forgot to start the show on time. Well, I mean, no, forget it. We started just a few minutes ago. You're live. Great. Bye. No, don't go. Don't go. Oh, dear.
Do we have a topic for today?
We did, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. Viewer, we do have the question and answer thing.
Yes.
Happening. So if you want to participate in our show, how would they go about doing that?
I don't know. I've never done the question and answer thing on the other end, so I have no idea what happens. Hopefully you're prompted to ask a question. Bob, I actually do have something to talk to you about.
What's that?
Well, last week we both commented how we were disappointed to see the other one still had their beard. Yeah.
That's looking terrible, by the way. You should really get rid of it.
Well, you're going to be happy to know that if we have a run of 20 degrees or warmer for at least a couple of weeks, it's coming off. I'm ready to shave this thing off so bad.
Yeah, I'm going to trim mine down, but I'll probably keep it. I don't know if I'm going to trim it down like this, or I'm just going to make like the goatee.
Well, I'll still have a goatee. The stuff off the lip has to come off, and I think I'll look like an idiot if I just take the mustache off. Because I can deal with the rest of it. It's great.
You would look Amish.
Maybe I should just take the mustache off and see what I look like before I say that.
That's the best time to do stuff like that. Remember when you gave me the Mohawk? So here we were in the military. I'm getting in trouble for my insanely long hair, which was, I don't know, like double length of specs. Your hair was only allowed to be off your head by 2 inches and a total of 4 inches length. And I was able to get it down into my mouth. I was able to get it down all the way across my face. So, I mean, it was way out of regulations. In fact,
I took care of all you guys.
Yeah. So we gave me a Mohawk. They said, go cut your hair right now. They actually stopped me from what I was doing and said, go now, get your hair cut. All right. So I got a Mohawk. we ditched the Mohawk before anybody else saw it, but we had some pictures taken.
Some good times, Bob.
Yeah.
Good times.
Not good times. What happened to me today?
Did you buy a stuffed animal?
No. But it's really cold outside, as we all know. In fact, it was, according to what somebody posted online, it was 32 degrees in Alaska. Yeah. Or 34.
I'm not in Alaska, Bob. I don't care.
Yeah, here it's fucking cold. In Alaska, it's warm. Anyways, we had our water pipes freeze.
Oh.
They're better now. They're better now, but they had frozen. So they're all better. What do you got? What's that?
It's pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, we buy fresh pineapple and cut it up.
Nice.
I know.
This is the problem with having a lighter. Here I haven't had a cigarette in 5 years and I still carry a lighter.
It's not even a Zippo, Bob. What? You suck.
You know why?
Why?
I don't know either. I tend to play with Zippos a lot more often because they make that cool noise, and you can't be playing with the Zippo with clink, 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 clink without setting things on fire. So, in order to protect my home, I don't have a Zippo. Well, I guess that's kind of a lie because I was setting things on fire today. I saw online where you could take a regular pop can or a beer can, and you can make one of those alcohol stoves out of it. And I did that. You could put rubbing alcohol in there or like Everclear. I did both in the last 2 days, and you light it and you can like cook on it. You can boil water and you can cook on it.
I did both in the last 2 days.
Is that bad?
So I love you, Bob.
Right back at you, Willie.
That's in a gay. I want to have sex with you. No. That's the other way. I platonically like a friend. Wait, you got a hammer?
No, I haven't.
Want me to put the hammer down?
The problem with scratching my back with this particular hammer is it has a really pointy pointigans.
If our viewer is who I think it is, then I can make a reference to Maxwell's silver hammer, and she will understand that.
Oh.
Bob, your beard's looking terrible. You might want to take it off tonight.
Yeah, I actually shaved it off a couple days ago, but it came back.
Well, that's just growth from this morning for you, right?
Yeah, this is my 5 o'clock shadow.
I was in boot camp with a guy that had that problem. He had to shave 3 times a day.
That's crazy.
So by the afternoon, if he hadn't gone in and shaved, it didn't look like he even shaved in the morning. This is terrible.
Well, you know those. There was one guy I knew who he would shave, and like immediately after shaving, he had like how like Fred Flintstone has, where
the gray
part is just darker than the rest of his face.
Yeah.
That's how this guy was, where he would shave and it would look like he's got stubbles. Like he's like I'm Italian, but I'm not that type of Italian. He had that like fucking Guido look to him.
Not that type of Italian, huh?
I'm the other kind. I'm the kind who likes pizza. Speaking of pizza, a sad thing is happening in my household.
What?
My wife is on Weight Watchers, which means my food is changing. What the fuck is that?
Probably is a subtle hint that your ass needs to lose some weight.
No, like today she says, I'm just going to have a bowl of cereal because I can have this and I can have the milk, but we'll just have cereal tonight. And I was like, but I don't want cereal. Go ahead and make whatever you want. I'm having cereal. All right. So it's either I eat what she doesn't make me eat the stuff that she eats, but I always have the option to make my own food. Oh well, That is okay.
It happens, Bob. And you're kind of squishy. You could probably stand to lose some weight. How heavy are you, Bob?
Last I checked, I was like in the 240s, but I haven't checked in a while.
I was 234 this morning. That means my lard ass is smaller than yours now. And now I have to use ass metaphorically because I literally do not have an ass. If I stood up right now and turned sideways, it would be straight from my back, my shoulders, all the way down to my legs, and you'd be like, wow, there's nothing back there.
Now, is that the way that it was, or is that due to losing weight?
That's the way it was when I was at the height of my weight. So what I think happened is my ass realized there was so much else going on, it could just take off, so it did. So it may have moved to a different state that I'm not aware of. I would like it to come back, though. So ass, if you're watching, please come back.
Maybe you just like heard something really, really funny, and you laughed your ass off. So
yeah,
today,
well, it gets cold enough. It gets cold enough to freeze my ass off. So I mean, that could have happened.
Today, if there's any Bolivians listening, I'm sorry. Happy Alistus Fair Day? I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's right. You got that calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. And tomorrow is the Burns Night. That's Scottish. Burns
Like
Night.
sideburns?
No idea. I have no idea, but man, I wish we had a holiday like that. Like sideburns, or maybe they set things on fire, or maybe it's a holiday for the Simpsons character.
You are under orders, sir, that if you're going to shave that beard off, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to shave it into a lightning bolt shape and take a picture of that shit. Because mine won't show up.
What's that guy's name? Bless you. What's that guy's name who has that? Isn't there somebody who has that?
Yeah, he's from India. He's a singer, and I don't know his name.
That didn't help.
But if you look up Robo Da, so Robo ROBO space Da DA, it will bring up movie pictures to the movie he's in.
Robo Da. You know, I remember you posting that video.
Boom, boom, Robobot, Robota, Robota, boom, boom, Robota, Robota.
Lightning bolt in my face.
Okay. You are now under orders, Mr. Miotto.
Lightning bolt in my face. So, not only am I now a ordained minister, but my friend is an ordained minister, and then our other friend is an ordained minister. He's actually a reverend. So here's our plan. We're all going to walk into a bar just to see what the punchline is. Three ministers walk into a bar. And we had to look and see what the punchline is going to be. What was that noise? Was that you?
Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. I need to close that. Hang on.
Porn?
No. We get the feed for our local Ingress group, and when they start chatting, that's the noise. Where did my picture go?
Ingress. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. GB Robo. What is that? Alright. So, your wife seems to be enjoying her new phone.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times where I thought that she was going to switch over, but she's stuck with it, and it's the size. And there is only one larger phone to my knowledge, and she would get it if she could. And I don't. Forget Apple, forget Droid for a second. I don't have any use for a phone that big.
They claim that size doesn't matter.
Well, what I'm saying is that my particular job, that is obnoxiously, like my immediate boss right now, he has that exact same phone too, with a white flippy case like you guys have, and I'm like, oh my god, why do you need that much? He's like, well, I have I don't have great eyesight, so I wanted the biggest phone I could get. And like, there's actually a bigger one. You realize, and he's, oh, really, really.
It's a freaking laptop. So the
No, it's the HTC Max, and it's a good half-inch bigger on both sides. I mean, if you,
wow.
yeah, it's big.
It's weird that we went from Zach Morris phone. What the hell was that?
I wanted to sniffle, and I didn't want to keep on.
We went from the Zach Morris phones to these tiny, itsy bitsy things, and now we're going larger again.
It's because some people's penises are too small.
When I was in Japan, that's gonna make this sound really weird. When I was in Japan, I had found a phone that somebody threw away, and it was literally this big. I mean, it was tiny, and then it had this little arm down the side, this little pencil-sized arm that would flip down like so, shink.
Yeah.
So you could hear from here, and then you talk through the little arm.
Well, Saturday Night Live actually had a skit where this guy was holding up this tiny little thing. He's like, "I'm having a hard time hearing you," and I mean, he wasn't holding anything, obviously. My new phone.
Yeah.
Right. Sure it is. I've been going to the gym, Bob.
Really? Who's Jim?
Golds.
Aha. Nice.
You know, I should not tell you that I'm going to the gym and then immediately use your name because that makes it sound like you're a hillbilly.
Jim Bob.
I'm going to write that down. You're a hillbilly.
I can't go to the gym.
Why?
I have issues with the gym. I'll work out at my home. I'll run on the treadmill. I'll do like stuff here, but that's in the privacy of my own home. I don't feel comfortable out there in the world. Then you have the other people who go to the gym because they can be seen, because they can make a big display about, look how buff I'm getting. And I just, no military story here. Me and, the entire job site was in Japan. We were at on a job site, had a large steel cage. And this steel cage was really heavy. It was made for two people to sit inside. They put it on the forks, and you're able to work that way from up on top on the forklift. And the one guy who was really, really super strong. Did I tell you this already?
Are you speaking about Mr. Ratcliffe or?
No.
Okay.
This dude's name was Rowe. He was a big guy, Adam Rowe.
Was he short?
Yes.
But he was
real stocky. He had a whole sleeve of tattoos.
Okay, and I got a story about Mr. Rowe then too.
Of course, he's the other opposite of me. He needs people there saying, "Whoa, check him out." Well, he lifts this cage up on the one side. You know, he gets it up like this, and then he drops it. And he's like, showing off and everything. He's like, "Anybody else want to try it?" And everyone's like, "No, you're okay." So everybody goes to lunch. I eat my food. I go back over there. Nobody's here yet. So I walk over to this big metal cage, and I get up to where he had it, and I went, and I had it like straight above my head, and all of a sudden I hear, "Holy shit!" And I dropped it, and I turned around. There's a whole crew coming around the corner. I was like, "Fucking."
Oh.
I would prefer to be kind of like back out of the scenes.
Now, it was a white guy, right? Rowe was a white guy?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm pretty sure he's the guy that hung out with Ratcliffe.
I think so.
Okay. The first day that I went to the gym, Rowe and Ratcliffe were doing bishop curls with dumbbells.
Mm-hmm.
It was Rowe's turn, and I went over to get a dumbbell because the guy I was working with, we were getting ready to, spot each other. And I looked at what Rowe was curling. It was damn near 200 pounds, a 200-pound dumbbell, and I stopped and I'm like, I can't even bench that. I can't press that with my legs. It took a while to get up there.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
And then there was only 3 really big guys in the Navy that I can remember. That's Ratcliffe, and then Rowe, and then there was the big black guy. I want to say his last name is Bishop. I don't think that's right.
It wasn't Banks, was it?
Banks! I knew it was a B. Banks.
Yeah.
Oh, Banks was a hoot and a half.
Yeah. He's one of the ones who said, I met him when I first got to Puerto Rico. He looks at my name tag, goes, Miotto, huh? And I was like, oh, shit. Because nobody looks at my name spelled out and says Miotto. They're like, Miotto, He knew how to say my name, which means he heard something. And he's the one who said to me, Miotto, huh? You're the motherfucker who thinks you're a vampire, aren't you?
And that's the thing he would do, too.
Yeah, which I didn't think I was a vampire. But for some reason, it was my my roommate for 2 weeks, and right before we went to Puerto Rico, whose name I can't remember, is the one who started that. He was telling everybody that I was a vampire because I wore black, and I'd come home after work, and I would just go right to sleep, and then I'd wake up at 10 o'clock at night and head out. So he's telling everybody I'm a fucking vampire. So, but that went okay because it was like the day after or the day after that I'm standing there in quarters, when I saw your ugly mug over there eyeing me down. He goes walking over, and you came walking over and said, hey.
Back then, I was pretty.
You came over and said, you the guy who thinks you're a werewolf?
I was told, hey, go talk to Miotto. He thinks he's a werewolf already. You might as well just invite him to the game. Okay?
So, yeah. Another B. It was another B name. I cannot remember that guy's name. It's not important, but now it's going to fuck with me.
Yeah, I do that a lot, too. I'll be telling something, and then I'll be like, I don't think that was his name. Oh, crap, it wasn't.
I feel like I'm lying if I'm like, yeah, I think it was Tony. But now I feel like I'm lying because I'm not sure if that's what it was.
Beyond you, Ivy, April, Deidre, Chris, or Monty, I could give a rat's ass what anybody's name was, to be honest with you.
Most Holy Todd?
Well, Todd's okay. And
he had a friend named Ift who was alright, but they were both a little
on the weird side. Yeah, I'll give you that. And I mean, I do remember names here and there. Like Chief Shepherd was the Master at Arms chief, and Chief McIntyre was the actual Master at Arms chief.
Was Shepherd was that the chick?
No, Shepherd had the flat top. He was the chick. No.
There was a chief that was a chick. Looked like a gym teacher.
Oh. Well, I don't know about the gym teacher thing, but the chief of the yeoman before the chief of the yeoman, she looked like Skeletor. No, she looked like the Cryptkeeper. I call this one Morning Muster.
So, what do you think of the idea that I had as far as the D20 Modern goes?
I like that idea, and I'm glad you brought it back up because it reminded me of a story. Okay, I hang out. I don't anymore, but I used to hang out on this role-playing game forum, and we were swapping stories, me and a bunch of other people, and then this guy chimed in. He goes, "I don't think any of you are going to beat this one." And we were talking about best unplanned surprise, and he, as the GM of this game, said, I'm the one that had the best unplanned surprise. And it's the surprise that I planned that my players weren't expecting. And we're like, oh, do tell. And he's like, okay, so we had one night to game, but we had like 8 hours to do it. So I set them all up in a high school, and they were working towards the homecoming game, or whatever game it was. I'm just going to say it's a homecoming game. So they had a definitive goal, so they were all like, okay. So one guy was the quarterback of the team, and he was having problems with his girlfriend, who he had just found out was pregnant, who was another player, and there was the leader of the chess club or something like that, and then there was a couple of other important school official people, like club members, the class president, and they were all dealing with their high school BS, and he said it took us about an hour and a half to get to the point where the head football, the cheerleader girlfriend who was pregnant, she was really trying to figure out what she was going to do, and the quarterback was all drawn in, and I had them all wrapped up in all this high school drama, and then I launched the zombie apocalypse, and they lasted 4 hours.
Nice. Buffy-ish.
The way he explained it was way better, but he drug out the beginning, and it's like, yeah, zombie apocalypse. They lasted about 4 hours after that, and that was only because the actual time we had to roll dice. Otherwise, game time they lasted about 45 minutes. I'm like, wow, 45 minutes of zombie apocalypse. I don't want to hang out with them.
Now, I did talk to a guy who he had a really cool story. It was a D&D story. And that was one of the guys insisted on a quickling character. Now, I don't know if you know what a quickling is. They're like the brownies. They're like tiny little creatures that are really fast. I think they had a movement rate of 96, which was insane. That means you could move 96 feet in the time that somebody else could move, like, I think it was like 6 feet or 10 feet, something like that. It's insane. Well, somebody shot a Heartseeker arrow at him, so he ran. So here's this arrow right behind him while he's running.
Okay.
Like seriously, like right behind him. So if he stops, he'll die because he was down like 1 hit point. He's running from this arrow. He doesn't even have enough time to close a door behind him. So they say that that was it. The reason he didn't let this character go is because his movement was so high, this armor class was so high that nobody could hit him.
I think somebody snuck upstairs.
Oh, I hope it wasn't me.
The kitty getting a drink.
Yeah, the kitty getting a drink, my ass.
So the cool thing about this
bed, young lady.
The cool thing about this quickling is that that was the end of the quickling in the game. So the guy who was running the game and one other person who was in the game were then in a different campaign. So what this guy does, anybody who was in that original story, they'll do a thing where you see dirt off, and a big old thing of dust in the distance. What is it? Oh, you can't see it. It's too far away. It flies past you. What was it? Nobody knows. So here this quickling just kind of runs through different campaigns that he's running, and it's just the standing joke. There he is, like forever running right in front of this arrow, so he doesn't die. That's awesome.
Well, but all he has to do is take a turn, and the arrow keeps going straight.
It's a Heartseeker. It follows.
Gotcha. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, Heartseeker.
That's like a heat-seeking arrow.
Yes.
It's a heart-seeking arrow. Yeah.
So, in this game that I'm wanting to play, like gunshots, you'll have like a 2% chance. Cumulative.
Cumulative.
Huh?
Cumulative.
That's the one.
Yes.
So if you take 4 shots at somebody, you're going to have a chance of 4 zombies showing up. One at 2%, one at 4%, one at 6%, and one at 8%. So you have a chance of, like, depending on what you're doing in the game.
So your zombies are going to be like the Walking Dead zombies, where it's sound that draws them.
Yes, it's going to be like a very much Walking Dead-like in the matter that I want to be about survival. And with the things that they're going to be doing in the game, I want them to... I told them, make a character that's you. So, if you're going to say, I have a 45 on me, do you have a 45? No, then you don't have it. I want them to improvise. If you can have, they're welcome to have any weapons and any gear that they actually own. So, I'm hoping to have things like weapons like a butcher knife and a baseball bat. I'm hoping to see things like this. You know, I want them to get creative. Like, this is happening to you. What are you going to do? Now, it's not to say that they're not going to find more weapons out there. But when they start, it's going to be us-ish. Like the choices with the families. Like, let's say you were in the game. You have a choice. Either your wife isn't around, she's not your wife, or she's missing and you don't know where she's at. So, I mean, it'll be whatever's convenient for you, whatever you want to do. Either you're just to, like, my friend Dallas has a baby. Can you imagine having a baby in the apocalypse? Shit, man, it'd be like Carl's little sister. Yeah, it didn't work out too well for them either.
I think we need to have a discussion about zombies, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Medically speaking, like scientifically, medically speaking,
Yes.
if they're dead,
Mm-hmm.
let's start with this. Why would they hear things?
Because they like classical music. Well,
Oh. Because if their ears work, why don't their eyes work? Because you know that in certain zombie flicks that some of them don't really see you. It's more of a smell. So then it also begs the question, how can they smell you? Because none of these senses should be working.
the senses themselves should be working. The eyes after death will cloud up. And I think that cloudiness of the eyes does screw with their vision. But they do have smell. They can smell. You can't smell humans? I mean, we fucking stink.
Yeah, but they fucking stink worse.
No, that's true. Yeah. But
When
you ever like got off work and smell really bad, and then you like walk by somebody and they smell like soap? You can pick that shit up from a mile away. Same thing.
All right, I get it.
I don't see hearing being affected until, well, for a while. The cartilage in the ears, once that goes, so would the. I take it all as magic. It's all magic.
Okay,
Magic.
gotcha. We're going to use a segue opportunity here, Bob.
Ooh, sounds good. What's that?
That's where I ask you to give me some Mad Lib words, and we come up with a single Mad Lib. Because, while I'm not positive... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, why wouldn't I put that on my phone?
That's crazy.
While I'm not sure if this is a popular feature, we should do something on a regular basis until somebody tells us to stop.
We need viewers to tell us what they do and do not like.
Right.
Do we still have a viewer?
No, they keep popping in and out.
Oh. Are they waiting for me to get naked?
They could be. All right, so let's... I've never given you the categories before, and I'm going to do that tonight, Bob.
There's categories?
Yeah. All right, the ones we've done. Movies should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Family rock band. So we've got, have I got a giraffe for you? Then there's Magic Anyone?
Magic. Let's do that one.
Are you sure? Because the next one is the judge's decision.
The Magic Judge.
What? Oh, no. We've done a story of a one-hit wonder. That was that one. No, so we haven't done Family Band. But you want Magic? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I like Magic.
All right, Bob. Let's do some rock, scissors, paper to see who goes first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Damn it. I actually have the same one. I have to do this higher.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
3.
Ah, you go first.
Me. Okay.
Plural noun, Bob.
Plural noun. Toothbrush. No,
Toothbrush.
that's not plural. Books.
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 Okay, next. I need an adjective, so I will use my common green. And you need an adjective, Bob.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay. I need a noun, and I think that I am going to go with penis. Now you need a noun.
You took mine. Tub.
Tub. Good one, Bob. Now I need a noun, and I'm going to go with zebra.
Good noun.
You need a noun, Bob.
Ooh. Claw.
There's a lot of nouns in this one. You know that? Whoops. I wrote class. Well, maybe I can go back.
We can go with class.
Ah.
I got no class.
I need an adjective, so I'm going to go with milky. Part of body.
Thumb.
Because penis has already been used. Plural noun. Moose.
Ooh.
Because it's also singular.
Mooses.
Yeah. Adjective, Bob.
That's the describing one, yes?
Yes.
Hard.
Damn it. I'm going to correct myself because I know how I'm spelling these things. All right. I need a noun, and I'm going to go with canoe.
I was going to say that one. No, it really wasn't.
Adjective.
Adjective. Another adjective. Smoky.
Smoky. Noun. I need a noun. How about...
I think we used them all.
No.
No, there's more. I know there's more.
Meth head. Type of body. Oh, part of body, plural, Bob.
Teeth.
Teeth. Nice one. And I need a part of body, so I'm going to go with sphincter.
When in doubt, always go sphincter.
Plural noun.
Trees.
Trees. And the last one, oh, apparently we're done, so here we go. Meow. Meow. Magic, anyone? Books of all ages enjoy watching green magicians perform their shiny tricks. Every man, woman, and penis loves to see a magician pull a tub out of a hat, saw a zebra in half, or make a huge claw disappear into milky air. Audiences love when magicians perform sleight of thumb with a deck of moose, a hard coin, or a silk canoe. The greatest of all magicians was the smoky, hairy Houdini, who was able to escape from a locked meth head even though his teeth were tied behind his sphincter and his feet were wrapped in iron trees.
His teeth were wrapped around his sphincter.
That sounds really painful.
What'd you have for dinner? Don't ask.
That's funny.
Wow.
All right. So, we have completed a Mad Libs.
I'm going to go back to this for just a second, and then
Oh, Bob! Go ahead.
What?
No, I'm being facetious. Go.
Oh. The idea that I had as far as when the zombie thing, I really love the zombie thing. I like The Walking Dead's kick-ass show.
Really? I didn't get that at all. You're not the type of person that strikes me as liking that.
Right. I'm more of a Little House on the Prairie sort of guy. Anyways, I think that having the things in and out of the game would bring that awesome randomness that, I mean, I could just plan on, okay, there's going to be an attack here, an attack here, an attack here. But I think it'd be cooler to say, have a whole list of things that create random stuff to happen.
You also need a die and a table to choose where the zombie comes from. So, like, if they're standing over a grate in the street, for instance, one of the options is up from underneath the street.
I actually had a thing that it was pretty much like a stop sign. It was the 8-sided front, back, left, right, and then all 4 diagonals with the 8-sided dice. And then equally, it's the where, because it's not all of a sudden going to be next to you. What it could be, though, is what can you see this way? Okay, like if there's woods in front of you, it's coming out of the woods. If there's a building here, it's coming around the corner to where whatever is there. Is that a kitty?
It is a kitty.
Hello, kitty.
Hi, I'm a kitty. Don't claw my face, please.
Me or oh, right.
Either one of you.
Okay. Well, that's the convenience of having the beard. It's protection. It's protection from the cold. Protection from the cold.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Or cheese. You didn't get any cheese on your skin.
Yeah, I could. Or in my ear.
Some people like to keep cheese in ears.
Oh, nobody knows that story because we weren't broadcasting then, Bob.
So it didn't happen?
Right. There was no cheese in my ear.
Okay, so Ingress. You're still playing that?
Yeah, it's been a lot of her and not a lot of me lately because I've been working so much, but yeah.
I'm liking that game. Anybody out there who doesn't play this, it's a real-world capture the flag game where you have to go to different locations, hack portals, and try to get as many portals to your color as possible. So you actually physically go out into the world and do stuff. All Mission Impossible like. I'll tell you what, man, going out 3 o'clock in the morning, driving around, looking for portals, that's, you feel like you're doing something illegal, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it feels weird.
It's interesting that you bring this up because over the last couple of days, there has been a lot of resistance activity up here.
That's what your wife is saying.
We are the enlightened because we're the green team. The blue team is the resistance. And every time the resistance takes down one of our portals, we either take it right back or we prevent them from taking it down in the first place. And apparently it's really aggravating them because the one night that it was really cold outside, we knew that there was somebody driving around or walking around trying to take these portals down, just looking at his thing, his tablet or phone or whatever, looking at it going, oh my God, I can't take anything down. We were wasting his time.
Nice. Yeah, I was telling your wife there that we've got like one person. Dude's name's Hamill on the blue team. Hamill, if you're out there, I know it's you. Anyways, this guy.
Like Mark Hamill?
I think so. Yeah. There's a Milford is a town. I live in Warsaw. Beyond Warsaw, you got Leesburg over here, and Webster over here, and Milford over here, and yeah, you can barely even see because I'm.
Right.
Anyways, all these towns here, I'll get portals and stuff, and bam, it's the same guy, this Hamill, who goes around attacking all my portals and shit. I mean, it's like he must be the only motherfucker on the blue team in this area, and he's like, we go level 8's the highest.
Yes.
He's like 27. He's like level 27. Yeah.
No, level 8's the hot. Wait, what?
Yeah, he's higher than me. I'm only like level 4, and he goes around. And
I don't know. You're pretty high, Bob.
I have none. Yeah, but remember, I have no second story.
No, I think you're on like the 4th or 5th story. You've already told at least 2.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Have you? I'm sad. You know what saddens me is that I have not yet seen any of the next Doctor. This newest Doctor that's playing right now.
Peter Capaldi? Wait, oh, you mean Matt Smith?
Matt Smith I've seen. But the Doctor after him, I haven't seen any of his yet.
No, nobody has.
Nobody has? I thought that was out now.
No, he debuts. He changed at the Christmas special.
Oh.
But we've only seen what happened in the Christmas special. That's the last one.
I haven't seen that yet. I saw what was on Netflix.
Well, you see, there's this thing that happens, and then the Doctor goes to this place and fixes it, and then he regenerates. Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Oh, man.
That's as vague as I can be, Bob, really.
Yeah. But that's something that saddens me, because I've watched the entire, not the classics. I have watched some of the classics, but they get very, I think I usually fall asleep during the classics. I have a hard time with them.
You and I, we're going to have issues, Bob.
Yeah. I think that if I had more going on, like if it was, let's say you were here, you and me were sitting here watching Doctor Who, talking about Doctor Who, something like that, I think would be a little easier. No, instead I do the classic, I'm going to lay down and watch this. The next thing I know, I'm out.
You wake up with a corn cob in your butt.
That has not yet happened.
Spoon?
I'm not sure how you watch TV.
Spoon in your butt. You know,
like
that
I'm holding my face.
That reminds me of there's a LL Cool J rap where he's talking about milky cereal. That's the name of the rap, and it's like the catch chorus line. And he says he gets to a point where he's like, and then you wake up with a spoon in your mouth. It's milky cereal, and that's like a freaky part because you're like, where did the spoon come from?
Yeah, that's pretty freaky. My friend did that to another one of my friends.
You don't have any friends, Bob.
I have lots of friends.
You have disciples.
Asleep on Dallas's couch. Dallas purchased at the grocery store ice cream for dogs. So,
did you put it in his butt?
So close.
Oh.
Dallas takes the spoon and he puts it up to his mouth and he like kind of touches it and he's like, "What? Try this." So he opens up his mouth and he gives him a big thing. It tastes like dog food, from what I understand, but it's ice cream. It looks like vanilla ice cream, tastes like dog food. He totally ate it. I mean, I don't think I would have been willing to take food that anybody was trying to feed me like that.
I believe it falls under the category of why do we do what someone tells us to do when we just watch their reaction? So, like, if I drink urine and then I go, oh, Bob, this is terrible. Try this. You'll drink it because I told you to try it.
That, yeah, I can see that. That's something that, oh my gosh, this milk tastes terrible. Try it. Oh, you're right. Hey, try, yeah. Take a sip and pass it around.
Although, it is fun to stand in an elevator and rip one and then go, do you guys smell popcorn? Oh! I'm that guy. I am.
Did you see that Wonder Woman is now cast in not only her own movie, but also in the Justice League one?
Yes, we can just call it the Justice League movie at this point because they're already casting the Flash. I'm pretty sure Aquaman is in there somewhere, and I'm almost positive there's going to be a Green Lantern.
So she's going to have one on her own. I heard she was going to show up in the Batman Superman one.
That's
saying
Justice League. That's the no, I'm 99% sure that the Batman versus Superman is just a cover so they can just pretend to tell us it's not the Justice League.
Cool. Now I did hear that there was a lawsuit involved, and that is why the Superman ended up the way the Superman ended up. That they lost the rights to Superman after one of the owners' family or something died. So the suit had to be different. Did you know?
I do know what you're talking about. Not Simon and Schuster. The two guys that created Superman have been battling to win their rights back to Superman since they basically realized Superman was a cash cow. Basically, when they created Superman for DC Comics, which means that DC Comics, and now it is legal, DC Comics officially owns Superman. The reason Superman looks the way he does is because they were in production, and then at some point they knew what the New 52 was going to happen, so they tried to make it New 52-ish, so that way when somebody goes, well, that Superman looks different, let's go check out the comics. Oh, it looks like the same guy. Oh, well, apparently he's wearing that suit now. Okay, well, I guess that's how it is.
I do like the new suit.
It is awesome.
I love the fact that they mentioned the S. I'm sure I've messaged you this before. I don't like the fact that he says it means hope, because it doesn't. That's the L family crest.
Well, the L family crest might mean hope.
Well, that's true.
It's like everybody's last name apparently means noble and warrior. Because if you look up the meaning of your last name, I almost guarantee that you will have either noble or warrior or both.
Huh.
In fact, I'm going to Google that shit right now.
My name or your name?
Yours. I know my name. It means noble warrior.
I'm thinking Donna Noble. Her last name means noble. Dr. Donna. As predicted by the Ood. Did you find me?
That's not the right. I clicked the wrong link there. Hang on.
Oh, jeez. Don't touch my link like that.
Oh. Last name meaning. There we go. Oh my god, it just took me to like 75 different websites all of a sudden.
Well, I just typed in what does Miotto mean, and apparently I did something wrong because I'm seeing a whole bunch of Miottos on here. And a Justin Bieber official.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. What?
That's what a waste of time. That one sucked. And that one's just a wow. Mine was easy. Okay.
Miotto means pizza lover.
I'm gonna write that down. Miotto means pizza lover. No, no. Somebody pointed out one time. I had looked. There was somebody asking a bunch of questions like, "Well, what does your last name mean?" And everybody, there was like, "Well, my name means warrior. My name means warrior too. My name means noble warrior. My name means noble." And if somebody pointed out, you're like, everybody's name means noble, and everybody's name means warrior, or it's a combination of the two. So it's not unique. It's very sad. So let's just pretend, Bob, that Miotto is Italian for noble warrior.
Yeah, sounds good. Noble warrior.
Or maybe it's Japanese for noble warrior.
See, this one says that my last name was not found in a database. Yeah, well, you know what? Your last name wasn't found in my database. Yeah.
You should just change your name to Robert X or Bob X.
Yeah. Bobix.
Bobix, yeah.
Or was like Professor X, but different.
Well,
X. I mean, IX. X.
Way back, I had discovered my brother got married through Facebook. I was not invited, so I thought I would post on my Facebook page that since the family really doesn't like me, I'm just going to go ahead and call myself DJX. What are you typing, Bob?
Meaning of last name Miotto. Dun 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 dun.
Da, da, da.
Now you got me all curious and shit. And I'm all like, Ancestry.com, what that one?
No, Ancestry.com is going to want you to research your family history.
Yeah, and I know my family. My dad is in Warsaw. And this, I always love that.
Older than
you hit the backspace button and it just goes right back to it just keeps like looping into the same freaking thing. Ancient faces.
You've got ancient faces.
I do.
In your club.
This face has been around for a long time.
I'm immortal. Did you know that?
I did not. That's interesting. Huh.
It's true. Until that changes, no one can prove me different.
There's one here that's close to mine. It's Miotto BBE. So it's got my name and then BBE at the end. Or here's one MIOTTON. That's really close. Miotto.
Apparently you've been lying to me this whole time, Mr. M.
Mr. M.
Is that even your name?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. At some point we should play a board game on a Hangout.
We should. Now, my friend wanted to. We were playing Cthulhu, and we were talking about playing this other game here, and he's like, "Man, I want this game to be on a podcast." The problem lies in the fact that there's a child in the house who just had his first birthday. So he lays down for little naps, like every couple hours he lays down, and then is screaming to get up. Cute kid, but not good for podcasting. Or riding on buses.
But if, let's say, the kid goes down for 45 minutes at a shot, so 45 minutes every hour he's sleeping. Let's just use round math here for a moment. If you plan for a game to be 6 hours, with the kid waking up every 45 minutes for 15 minutes, you can still get. You're only losing an hour and a half, and if somebody's editing said podcast, video or otherwise, they would know to expect this at around these times, or give a visual cue, and said podcast can be edited and placed up on YouTube in an edited form with the note and the starting of Several breaks were taken due to the screaming child.
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
I think it would be a lot of editing. We tend to get a little distracted while playing.
hey, did you listen to my Dark Green, The Blackwood Chronicles?
I listened to a lot of it. I'm not sure if I heard it all, or something had happened. Like maybe you stopped having them or something for a while. Did you finish the story?
My original 4 players basically abandoned me, and I had 4 new players, and we kind of dropped off because I thought that the magic was gone, so I just stopped putting them out. We stopped playing, so there was nothing to put out. But the reason I bring that up is what you hear in that half-hour to 45-minute chunk on a Dark Green episode was probably condensed from about an hour and a half to 3 hours worth of actual playing.
Wow.
There was
That's all editing.
There was so much bullshit that I cut out. It was unbelievable. And only the best of the best made it on to the end of certain podcasts.
That's all editing software that comes with the Mac?
Well, I used GarageBand to edit that, so yeah, that comes with the Mac. But I mean, it wouldn't have been hard to do it in Audacity, for instance.
Is there anything available on that I could use on my computer?
Audacity.
Audacity.
It's free. There's a little learning curve to use it, but once you, I mean, it's not that hard.
That's
A-U-D-A City.
Yeah, I spelled it right. Cool. Editing soft.
Yeah, like I said, there's a little learning curve, so don't go in with something you're really worried about. Like tinker around with it, figure out how things work, and then it's once you figure it out, it's cheese.
And most computers now, laptop-wise, anyways, I don't know if all computers seem to have this movie maker built into it.
I even have a movie maker built into my phone. It's called iMovie.
I had that on my iPod when I had my iPod, but my iPod is now, there's so much to the screen that I can't touch because it's screwed up. That makes me sad because I like my iPod.
So you can't make sweet love to your iPod anymore.
I just poke it.
Yeah. I can just poke it.
Write that shit down.
Yeah, that's right.
It's now 19 degrees here. It was 0 through the warmest part of the day. That's in big happy quotes.
Well, then you don't want to know how warm it was here today.
How bad was it?
41!
Really?
Well, I probably didn't get up to actual 41, but the ice hasn't refrozen yet, so it's still above freezing right now.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty bad here.
I'm sure you're getting what we had, because it always seems to go east.
There was a insane accident, like major pile up semis and crazy. I
like the word insane fuck.
Insane fuck, yeah, that's pretty good. That one, and one of my other favorite ones, not this place that I worked, but the other place, the parts couldn't have any little things on them. So I would bring something to my boss and be like, yeah, it's mostly good, except it's got this little goober fuck here. Goober fuck.
Goober fuck.
Yeah. A
Bob.
little thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're at the hour, Bob.
You're at the hour, Bob.
You're a towel.
No, we hit the hour.
We did.
We did start late. It is late. I don't want to run too late because I have to work tomorrow. Although tomorrow will be the easiest day I've had all week.
I had a pretty easy day today.
Did you?
They shut us down for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. There's 20. I make they're really nice trailer units with horse trailers in the back and then living quarters in the front. So they're really nice living quarters, and then it has the horse area in the back. 27 units had something wrong with them that needed to be fixed. Some of them had left water in the tank, and it froze and destroyed stuff. Others had like just things that were wrong, so everybody had to stop and work on those. For me, it was just business as normal. I just stocked the lines and stuff. So I'm ahead. I'm more ahead now than I have been for like since I worked there. And I asked my boss, says, "I'm done. Can I go home?" Yep. So I went home 2 hours early.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, more than likely, Bob, I will be trimming said mustache this weekend. At least the mustache. And I'm probably going to trim down the sides. The guy who's currently in charge of me has never seen me without a beard, and this will be his first experience if I actually decide to shave the whole thing off. So, I am authorizing you. Well, actually, I'm just going to tell you that you've probably won because you would have outlasted me because I'm ready to tear this thing off my goddamn face.
Okay, here's what I was going to say. I don't know if I still have to say it or not. But the question occurred to me that maybe I should wait until our next show because I could imagine the next show happening and here I am shaving and you're like, ha, I win. And you still have like this full beard.
Well, that would be hilarious. I don't know if I'm going to make it another week. I am really wanting to get rid of this thing, man. And you know what? If you want to wait till next week and to see, great. But
I think I have to, just because it would suck to lose under those circumstances.
Well, I'm going to tell you, okay, then wait till next week. But I can tell you right now that something's going to happen with this mustache because I can't take it anymore. I literally cannot take it anymore, and I need to make it through tomorrow, and then I can start trimming it.
You have a thing where you're eating and you're feeling like your mustache going into with the food.
Oh, I'm far beyond the feeling like it's going. No, it's going in the food.
Yeah,
I'm eating my mustache.
You're
And it's coming out
in mustache going down your throat.
And it hurts, so people wonder why I'm whimpering while I'm eating.
That's cool. I like the way that you're like really, really blonde here, and then it starts to darken.
I know.
Me,
it drives me nuts.
I have a little bit of coloration. Actually, I have like light here and red here and brown here and.
You got that blonde patch on the back of your head. It's just the weirdest.
I do. Like a bald spot here.
Yeah, I got a bald spot here.
Where? Oh yeah.
Thanks for humoring me, Bob. No, I haven't shaved my head in probably a little over 2 weeks. You can see there's clearly hair. So if I did this, you'd think, oh, he's just hiding the top. No, he's hiding the bald spot, which is.
See, you've got that point. Like me, I'm at the point where I have a bald spot. You're bald. Bald is okay. Bald spots are bad.
I had a bald spot for a long time, and I don't understand what happened, but it was just a spot in the back, and then all of a sudden it was the entire top of my head. I mean, there was no gradual fading. It just happened.
You picked at it. Don't pick.
I didn't pick at it. But I said a long time ago that when my hair started to go, I was taking it off, and it started to go, and I took it off.
At one point I go to shave my head, and it was short, but I go to shave my head, and my brother had brand new razors in a pack. He said, you know, they were the Gillette ones, the really good 4-blade ones. I said, can I use one of these? He's like, yeah, sure. So I take the razor, and I went, whoosh, blood everywhere. There was one of the blades had a nick in it or something in it, and it seriously took a gash. Like, it was the size of a dime. If the dime was laid on a railroad track, and was stretched out. So I mean, it was like a dime, but like that long across my head. So now I had to shave my head with a new razor, with a new blade, while at the same time avoiding. Yeah, now I had to avoid this huge scab thing that I had here every day while I was trying to shave it. So I was trying to get as close as I could with the. That was a lot of blood too. It's not as much as when I slit my wrist, but that was a lot of blood.
Whoa. Well, that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So Bob, we're gonna do our normal thing. We have our viewer keep popping in and out, but we're gonna go ahead and end the show, and then we're gonna go through our titles, and then when I absolutely can't keep my eyes open anymore, I'm gonna go. So,
okay.
We'll see you next week, Bob.
Yes, next week on The Greatest Show Online.
All right, I'm gonna stop now. This is the Lime Flavored Network.
Now I've got strength to me. I mean, I've got strength. No idea why, because I mean I don't do anything to get it. I'm just like naturally.
You masturbate a lot.
Oh well, yeah, there's that. Oh, yeah.